Nigerians in the diaspora are invaluable catalysts for national development. The Supervising Minister to the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission and Honorable Minister of State Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Zubairu Dada, made this assertion when he delivered a historic lecture at the inaugural Diaspora Quarterly Lecture Series in Abuja. The Diaspora program this week will bring you a full package of the webinar meeting, which recorded over 2,000 participants. This is your favorite program, The Diaspora, and I am Koinsola Adetumbi. Stay tuned. Now enjoy details of the webinar, spiced with questions and answers, particularly as the Minister of Interior gives assurances on expedited actions on passport issues.
We're hoping that through this discourse we'll challenge our intellect, our minds and our hearts as discussants on this platform with all of you participants from the diaspora from all over the world. And we hope that we'll also be able to connect you, Nigerians in the diaspora, with opportunities that are bound back home in Nigeria as we have this constant and continuous conversation. So we encourage all of you Nigerians abroad to participate at this webinar. It's going to be once a quarter, and we'll be selecting things that topics that you say you want to hear. Because what we're trying to do is push diaspora issues to the subnational level. So we welcome all of you, state diaspora focal persons that are participating at this webinar. I'm going to thank all of you once more, Nigeria Diaspora Organization, diaspora groups, individuals, professionals, all of you collectively, individually, for making us proud to be Nigerians. Thank you for all you do in the diaspora. And we're saying that you also need to contribute to your home country. And we at MIDCOM will be the bridge between you and your home country. So we welcome all of you and say that, you know what, this is our country. We all have to work collectively to build our dear country, Nigeria. So welcome to the inaugural Diaspora Quarterly Lecture Series put together by the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission.
I'm excited that this is happening barely 2 weeks or so after the passage of the National Diaspora Policy by the Federal Executive Council. The mobilization of Nigerians in the diaspora for national development has over time become more pertinent given the ever-growing contribution of Nigerians in the diaspora to national development. The population of Nigerians in the diaspora, I understand, is put at conservatively about 70 million. And we value them as real catalysts for economic development of our country. It is on this premise that the federal government went ahead to establish MIDCOM as a vehicle to harness the human capital and material resources of Nigerians in the diaspora towards the overall socio-economic, cultural and political development of our fatherland. The Nigerians in diaspora are therefore a potential catalyst for the accelerated development of Nigeria, and they deserve to be recognized and treated as such. The government of Nigeria, like many other countries, has realized and acknowledged the impact of the Nigerian diaspora population and their contributions to the overall socio-economic and cultural development of the country. The need, therefore, to effectively and efficiently manage these critical assets gave birth to the call for the establishment of a commission that is dedicated to understanding the diaspora, understanding the phenomenon, and linking it to the country and engaging it as partners for development. This led to the process that culminated in the passage of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission Establishment Act in 2017 by the Nigerian Parliament. It is appropriate at this juncture to announce that the National Diaspora Policy, as I said earlier, has been developed, and it has in fact received the approval of the Federal Executive Council. The overall objective of the policy is to mobilize and harness the potentials of Nigerians in diaspora in terms of resources, skills and talents for sustainable national development. Now, yet another strategy at mobilizing the diaspora to participate in development in Nigeria is the constitution of Senate and House of Representatives committees on the diaspora. These committees give practical and legislative backing to diaspora interventions in the development of Nigeria. Without any fear of equivocation, I dare say that His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari could be described as the most diaspora-friendly president Nigeria has had in the recent past.
So the first question to the Honorable Minister, Rauf Aregbesola. Sir, many Nigerians want to know the root cause of the dilemma Nigerians face trying to renew their passports and other consular services, and how you plan to change the narrative. When will the nightmare, pain, and anguish of Nigerians trying to simply renew their passports?
Major improvement in our service delivery to Nigerians in the diaspora. We are establishing front offices, that is non-judgmental passport support centers, passport issuing support centers. As soon as you land in Nigeria and your temporary passport is taken off you, right there at the airport, but at the airports I've mentioned, you can renew your passport, your expired passport. It is in this regard that the Nigerian Immigration Service recently granted a waiver for Nigerians with expired passports desirous of coming to Nigeria to do so without fear of harassment by airlines.
We, the Nigerian community in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, unfortunately suffer from the constant structure in the renewal and extraction of the passport, and also the issuance of the national identity card. Their work neither professional or organized. So we need from them to be more organizing when we deal with them, when we want something from them. And this issue is it's not now from the pandemic; it's from the past. So I want to specify which embassy or which consulate. It's in Jeddah, in Saudi Arabia. And
we need a constant engagement, constant dialogue, constant interaction between the government in Nigeria and the diaspora. And the brilliant initiative, which I will applaud whoever was behind it, is this establishment of NIDCOM. Then we need to have, government need to have a very, very solid and reliable database of the diasporas in their fields of different fields of endeavor. What do they do in their different countries where they are? For instance, we have nuclear physicists, we have doctors, we have everybody. Let us know what they do. We bring them in sector by sector, encourage them to come in. For instance, we need to deal with power issue in Nigeria. If we don't deal with power issue in Nigeria, we are just wasting time. We are just beating the matter, playing around the matter. There's no development can take place if there's no power solution to our problem in Nigeria. So we have experts who have made this work.
I commend NIDCOM for this initiative, which is similar to what we initiated some few months ago, which we also communicated to NIDCOM, for the need for this type of platform where there will be this interaction between diaspora and the government. This removes, of course, speculations, misinformation, and of course there will be feedbacks of government policies, especially the ones that concern diaspora. There is a belief that foreign policy is an extension or continuation of internal policy. Hence, the presence of these two ministers today is a good combination for this maiden event. Nigerians in diaspora are seriously concerned about the following issues, which we expect the Honorable Minister to address, which of course all they have been addressed as members of the Executive Council of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and as Minister of the Federal Republic, whose responsibility are some of these issues. First of all, the issue of security. Security has become a pandemic issue, it has become an issue that is of concern to diasporans, and we are very concerned about because it's also affecting us in promoting Nigeria. Because when we're promoting Nigeria for investment, investors are also looking at the situation of things in Nigeria. And as a result, we wish the Minister of Interior, who is in charge of immigration, of course, that our borders are porous and they need to be, closed and properly manned to avoid these herdsmen and terrorists who are crossing our border without any hindrance.
Basically, I have just a few things to mention. That there should be a legislation to bring direct policy to mobilize the diaspora. I'm happy that the Nigeria diaspora policy is being passed, and that's quite an important one. There should really be some short-term consultancy contracts for highly qualified experts of the diaspora. Now, the disparate nature of diaspora drive for a homeland business should be reversed into a centrally coordinated system to remove all frustrations.
I must acknowledge our able Chairman, Chief Executive of NIDCOM, Honorable Abike W. for this important platform that she has curated. And beyond sending remittances, the diaspora can be a potent force for development through promotion of trade and foreign direct investment, curating businesses, and a transfer of knowledge, skills, and technology. These are very important things. And today, what I'm saying, I don't want to go into the part of the complaints and different things with the diaspora. I want to challenge us as diaspora this afternoon to say many of us, we can give back to Nigeria. And I'm saying it is important for us to use our expertise to help build Nigeria, to help make Nigeria a better place. As individuals, we must decide to become informed of the overall issues facing our country and engage in advocating reform, becoming involved in solution rather than criticizing the government from the side as bystanders. As Nigerians in diaspora, we cannot afford to be bystanders when it comes to Nigerian affairs.
And first, let me just congratulate Honorable Abike W. who is doing an amazing job in engaging the diaspora. Now, the Nigerian diaspora constitute, a viable resource for the mobilization of development interventions for the country, and Nigeria can tap into this huge capital resource of the diaspora and, use this massive reservoir of knowledge, skills, and experiences for development. Now, as an entrepreneur, I would like to suggest that some strategies are put in place to create a more conducive atmosphere for business. There should be a first right of refusal for developmental contracts and projects. Now, most of the contracts are going to the Chinese, so if we can have a first right of refusal, that will help to make us participate more. Now, the state of security in Nigeria is alarming and creating a lot of fear for some of us, who want to travel back to do business. So I would like to call on the federal government to address the corruption within our security apparatus, to professionalize them, increase their numbers, pay them well, and ensure that they do the work that they're supposed to do. And at this point, I think Nigeria has to call for international help for the issue of insurgency to stop, terrorist, activities in the country.
The issue of security and power, which I think I've already addressed. Yes, we do agree that there are deficits in these infrastructures, and the government is doing everything humanly possible to address them. But we cannot wait until we get to the promised land before we start doing something. We just have to keep at it. We will not relent. We must continue to make efforts, because surprisingly, I don't know if you know it, but the truth is that foreigners, in spite of the insecurities that you're talking about, are willing and ready to come to Nigeria to invest. They are coming in droves because of the population, because of the opportunities that abound in Nigeria. They know it, and they know it very well. And there is no country that does not have its own issues, and Nigeria cannot be an exception. So yes, we do appreciate the fact that we have some problems which we are addressing, but like I said, the foreigners are ready and willing, in spite of all odds, to come to Nigeria to invest. So please, don't give up. Don't give up on your country. Do the best that you can to ensure that you mobilize to come and invest in Nigeria.
we give thanks and praise for the welcome that you've given us. And we are the siege and the testimony that they too will be returning home. So prepare yourself as you've done for us to receive the brothers and sisters to come back home. And that we remember the Dagri, we remember Nigeria. Nigeria, oh! Nigeria, oh! Nigeria, oh! The Dagri, oh!
My name is John Adam Smart. I'm from Kaduna State. In 2017, I traveled to Kenya hoping for a better life than what I have here back home. But it turns out very bad because of documentation issues. I ended up landed me in prison. I spent 6 months in prison. Thanks to NITCOM, Kaduna State Governor, and Rosalind Ebenevi Foundation, the Nigerian High Commission in Kenya, for facilitating my return back home.
Many thanks to our ministers. Thank you to our Lady Diaspora, NITCOM staff and management, as well as our contributors and participants. And now we wrap up with our momatrician, Dr. Lulu.
I mean, suicide, at least for the numbers that we have in the US, if there's any other disease that was killing people the way suicide is killing people, I don't know that the world would not be up in arms about it. I mean, I just don't know. I have a few numbers here. Just listen to this. So we have 112 people attempt and possibly die by suicide every day. 112 people, that's about like the size of a big plane, right? Or at least a small, medium-sized plane, okay? Every day, that is, die by suicide, not attempt, but die. 1.3 million attempts. And I know this for a fact. Every 2 hours, a teenager in Texas attempts suicide. So whether my numbers are correct or not, because I mean, I don't want us to get too hooked up in the numbers. Whether my numbers are correct or not, the point is we have an inordinate amount of people dying by suicide. And more people should be talking about it. I mean, more people literally should be talking about it. And my whole idea when I wanted to do this show was to try to take the sting out of it, to try to take the stigma out of it, the silence, and let's shatter the silence about suicide and the things that lead people to kill themselves. And we don't know what really ultimately makes anybody decide to jump. The truth is, if somebody really has their mind made up, you honestly cannot stop them. But I want us to get to them before they get to the point that they want to jump. I want us to get to them while the trauma is happening. I want us to get to them while they're looking normal and they're just walking around looking like everything is okay. I want us to look into their eyes when the going is good. A lot of times we forget that it's those strong ones. They are the ones that need us to talk to them. They're the ones that really are not doing so well, the strong ones. And so if you're hearing me today, I'm giving you permission to start talking about suicide. Really, there's only so many Dr. Lulus out there. There are only so many psychiatrists out there, only so many mental health workers out there. But there are more of you, the layman, the lay people. And honestly, you don't need special training to just try to talk somebody out of something. Just buy them some time. Help them feel visible. Help them feel seen and heard. Help them feel like they matter at that moment. That's really all you gotta do. And tell them Dr. Lulu sent you.
Thank you for staying all through the program. We hope it's been worth your while. And in case you have anything to share with us, please do not hesitate to do so, as we expect feedback on our show. Remember, you can reach us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, on Twitter at NIDCOM_gov, on our Instagram page at NIDCOM_gov, on our YouTube page at NIDCOM_gov, and on our website at www.nidcom.gov.ng. You can also join us on DSTV at NTA Network on Friday at 10:30 a.m., on NTA International on Tuesday at 6 a.m. and 10:05 p.m., on NTA News 24 on Friday at 2:30 p.m., and on Sunday at 10:30 a.m. You can also join us on WAP TV on Thursdays at 9 a.m. and on WTV on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 a.m. And you can join us on Ben TV London at 4:30 p.m. on Saturday. I remain your host, Koinsola Adetumbi. See you next time.